Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the first stand, 2025 Day 1.
Better call not to sacrifice their tempo for that turret plate greed that I thought they were going to go for. Yeah. That is the reason they are able to get to reset and get the dragon instead of it. So good job not sacrificing their tempo.
So Yike's a smite to grab the raptor there. So Umpty thinks that he can just go in and take this red buff, but Yike's got a second charge built up as well.
Do they know? Not sure if they do. Q flash over the wall, wants the full commit. Nice interrupt coming from CoreJJ, but the damage still connected. But Umpty is running. Faye's rushing out, and it's first blood for TL. Vladdy trying to move down, but APA already with the cover. Double kill for Umpty on the bottom side.
Great vision toggle right there. You could see
this is all about the comps from Champ Select. TL, they are a fortress of a team fight. Massive front line, double 80 carry, massive classic carries. Umpty's actually going upriver, so they want to make a visit towards Kana right now.
He's going to get hit by the second half of the ultimate. Sustained CC here. Decent chunk now coming, and that's the ulti full root. Do they have enough damage to finish the Jace? The answer is hell yes. Kana running, trying to outplay him, but he just can't even play the game. There's too much CC.
The general strikes again!
And Kana, unfortunately,
the other side of the map, and now currently behind Vladdy on bottom side. Starts with the ulti.
Another ulti. Can use the ult to try and get out, but looks like he wants to try to use it as an alternate escape path. Excellent knockback coming in from AP, but it doesn't look like they're going to finish. One little gift for Vladdy, but again, it's the Night Vow. It's not the Leandries. There's no damage there. Now Kalista in trouble. Good chunk coming out. Yike desperate to ult, but an early flash comes out from APA to deny the chance. And Yike, again, this is why you pick the champion. He hasn't got to ult a single time.
And, topside turret might go down here. Kana, he's committed to the game plan, as the rest of the Rift, I think, struggling a little bit more, especially because they couldn't get a counter.
Had to use a smite earlier on the Raptors, though, so Yike might be feeling confident that he's up the spell. Kana breaking yet another tower. And while I thought Kana was
setting up pre-dragon spawn, and TL have APA split pushing on top side with his Tristana trying to get that outer tower gold.
If they will able to grab that money, nice injection of gold. 2 items going to feel really good if he can race there quickly.
Teleport is available.
Awkward objective start. Yike caught out here. Umpty can now follow up. Should be pretty easy to take this buy down. No one else is in the area. Flashes out, but still gets caught. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. TL now going to grab the objective.
Umpty casted his ult already, so it was there when Yike goes for his flash to get away after getting bumped back. Regardless, it all started with Impact finding the pick there, but that is massive because they didn't have to commit APA's teleport to make that dragon play. They got it.
Okay. The side, ulti not quite available. Very hard for them to fight for space. It looks like Team Liquid are just going to concede. Will give up.
Teleport from APA
feeds, but now KC want to keep things going because it's Vladdy waiting in the brush, and this time it was TL. Caught unawares, not ready for the play. Locket comes out. Umpty going to be able to walk away, but a pick on top of the feats of strength coming through as TL try to reclaim something bot.
It was interesting to watch because you could see both teams calling for plays in different areas, with KC making their play in mid. Nice successful kill onto Yon, and TL making the call to push bottom side, but now the tower, Riptrail instantly takes out the last outer turret here.
There's not really a chance where you get baited in a bad engage, where even if you do burst the target, then the follow-up damage is enough. Really nicely done by KC, but now...
He coming in, Team Liquid's been caught out, but it's APA here to back him up and knock down Yike. Once again, Target is caught out as well, trying to get something, but it's Kana finally arriving in the fight. But again, the CC is too much. All of his gold does not matter if he cannot push a button. Yon finding the snipe. TL obliterating KC in the exchange as they turn to Otacon.
The power of tanks making all these picks, and APA, the Tristana
around behind Yon in the previous one. Like if they're able to get, you know, a good initiation, like you're saying, onto that backline, as they're actually the ones getting flanked here, since TL want to use their GAs.
Impact blowing the horn. Target misses the counter engage to try to get things kicked off. Already jumping to the backside is Yike, but he's getting torn down. The peel coming out just in time. The front line turning back to save their carry. One GA getting taken away. The false life off the board, 200 gold, but how many lives is it going to cost them? Kana tries to find the knockback. Decently tanky, living thus far. Gets out of range of the knockup crucially. Core still living, but Impact manages to take another. APA jumping, ready to reset, but won't find another kill. 2 down on the side of KC. Ulti in, won't do much.
Okay, Yon's back up from his GA revival, running straight for the dragon. With that victory, TL should be able to get the objective. Again,
that's the bonus acquired by
to be able to get the extra kill as well. Umti's back around to those Raptors, by the way. That's his favorite spot in this entire game. Goes, takes those away. He leaves behind a sapling.
The mental edge is insane. He could run in there when they could see 3 other members of their team, and at this point I feel like KC are going to be like, but is there someone else supporting him?
The mental edge and the vision edge. Because, again, the saplings is such a big part of Maokai, and he's always leaving these saplings behind there, too. The extra vision for them really providing a lot, but TL, as poor JJ goes for a little bit of fun here in the river.
Poke. But overall, this game, a story of kind of the diligence and setup from TL, preying on the expectations of KC when they thought they could catch Umti, and just being so consistent on these setups. Again, another ulti to kick things off, goes a bit wide, but they get what they came for, which is the tier 1 mid lane tower of KC.
And that is going to make it 2K gold up, 1 dragon away from Soul Point. And the bait of Baron has been set up.
They're just baiting. Crucially, Barzal does miss. Yike has still been caught out. Initial ulti kicking things off. Yike already deleted now. It's connected on Kana as well. Kana about to get knocked up. Chain CC again. The strongest member on the map. All that gold he earned in lane amounts to nothing as TL pick off 2.
The Beefcake Bounce House Chronicler. I'm liking it. Give me 2 tickets.
TL just zoning them off, starting the objective. Don't need to worry much about the steal, but don't want to risk getting poked out in the pit. Still a lot of power from the Aurora. Poor JJ standing off to the side.
Impacts can turn.
15 seconds on Yike before you get active on the Rift, but APA and Yon here should be able to shred through this objective. Bliss still poking.
Targamas.
Again, Vladdy the one you need to watch. Vladdy and Targa, can they find the combo? Bliss slowly getting poked away. 4K, they've got no business being here. They might try and flip it anyway. They go in on Yon, a clean flash out from Yon. A bit more poke coming through, but Vladdy just has to walk out. Baron going to fall for TL, a massive so many times, but there's just no other option for KC, and things are only getting worse.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that they can take home from that is like, oh, they got Yon's flash in that attempt, and that is very little. When you're staring down now a Baron buff, as well as the Dragon Soul. And
also, like, your Kalist, you're safe. The Soul, the Cloud Soul, you're getting run down. The fight's now breaking out. They might have caught Core, but it's Umti, the speedy Maokai on the backside as Yon finds yet another kill. Kalist forced to run. KC so incredibly split. Again, desperation, the story for this team in the mid game as Yike is sent packing. They get Core, but it might just cost them everything to do it. 3 stacks there as Yike tries to get tricky.
Running.
Where's that little Vi?
But he does get spotted. I don't remember this from Arcane. What scene was this?
4 levels down. Guys, this is not going to end well.
He might be able to escape. Tristan's still chasing. He might lose his base, but he might keep his life.
It's Cloud Soul Tristana, and he's still getting away.
The great escape. Yon is still going to knock down tier 2s. Tier 3 is also in jeopardy.
Going.
This is the biggest dub that Yike has gotten the whole game.
And that is
not, come on,
that is not Flame. He's actually right.
But it's wait, Umti!
Sidestep.
The juke!
Okay, he's kind of clean with it though. He's running. Good movement.
Right,
where's he going to go?
Oh, no.
Back into the jungle. Keep him going. Keep him going.
Let's go, Yike!
My man refuses to get caught. But did he get hooked observers? None of this is tickets back. He's still alive. He's holding over to Core. Can he escape?
Get him, Yike!
It's the little victories for KC. Targamas might die, but will Yike live? Targa knocked up, going to die. Yike finally falls. Kana on his lonesome, but there's just nothing he can do. He's getting run down. Blasco there if he wants to try and escape, but the lockup is just too much. Yon, a double kill. 10, 1 and 2 on this lethality, Varus. This has been a slaughter.
Can I just highlight that arm guard buy? I love that. The man doesn't have flash, and we could see how aggressive he was playing at the beginning of this whole sequence of events, and it's because of that item. He just gets to woke up, know that by the time that wears off, the rest of the team will be there. And I think TL, this is basically how you want this exact game plan to pan out from start to finish.
Impact calls in the Oran Horn. Vladdy locked up, will flash out, still gets locked up on the ulti coming in from Yon, and he's just not tanky enough to survive. APA resetting, bounce housing all over the LEC in this game 1. Yike able to do nothing. Put on a good show in the escape, but could not find it anywhere else. Game 2 on the horizon, but it's TL drawing first blood in this age-old rivalry.
First blood. Let's see how come this time around, though. Individually, I'm like, okay, all of that makes sense. And then you look at the comp as a whole, and I don't think it is nearly the same level.
Both junglers and both teams very well aware, because KC got some very nice deep wards, as you could see, that were both on Krugs as well as Raptor.
No TP left for APA. Vladdy just going to full commit to the trade here. Will he flash and try to go for... Oh, no, and he just gets him! APA sticks around far too long, not respecting the damage Vladdy could bring to the table.
Round too long? Vladdy here has the damage. Knows he can flash to finish it off bottom lane though, right back at it.
Kalist backing up, a little bit more damage coming, but Yike on the way in. Targamas trying to extend the trade. Cleanse now used from Yon, but Ignite ticking on Kalist. Is forced to use a cleanse of his own though. If Core can find the re-engage, might be able to get something. Spear goes a little bit wide on the
Probably
empowered.
doesn't have the burst. Can't really go in 1v2, but
Ash
Yon's
is coming.
here.
Targamas might be the one they catch out. Instantly turns onto Kalist. They're trying to body block Kalist, forced to flash away. Core, powered spear shot just a few seconds, but for now just happy to zone them off.
That's what you were talking about. He was hidden. They didn't know.
Exactly.
To turn on the top side, but for the first time this game, it feels like with the wave bouncing back, Kana not quite as confident to step forward, but now
Umpty is shadowing.
shot.
They don't know.
The wall dive, the ulti, Umpty already here. Kana knocked back to the wall, and ulti of his own interrupts crucially the public execution Impact. Find the Greyhound step away. Umpty trying to fight in the 2v1. Impact, can he get involved? The Sundering Slam does not hit. That's big. Umpty running out of mana. Kana trying to keep it going. The hook shot, the wall dive, the TP in, but it might be too late. Now it's Yike trying to cover. APA ready to fly over, ready to finish the kill if he can. The flash out from Yike. The feat of warfare claimed by KC, but Kana surely goes down here. Just the edge. APA's got nowhere to go. Goes in, the tack sweep, the stun. I don't think he's going to be able to finish it. Kana and Yike taking on the entire top side of TL.
Oh, KC outplayed the entire top side of the map. Wait, but the bottom lane for...
Huge lead for Kana. Yike also having a great redemption moment after what was an incredibly rough first game. And they go.
Yike forced to all will dash away, getting away from APA's ult as well. Now it's Core who's been caught out. Does use the E, the Aegis assault, but low blinking health bar. Yon flashing, bit of a split in damage, but Vladdy is there in time. Kalist finding the kill.
Like basically retake full control of all neutral objectives at the moment too. We just saw in the last skirmish there, being able to avoid those two Team Liquid ultimates. Now, KC get to move in with priority.
Lock up there, Targamas.
He's got two members behind him.
Aftershock does get the flash out, trading it for the ulti. APA, don't think he can recommit here, but Core is on the way.
Comes down before he actually gets to use his E, so doesn't really get anything out of it.
Ulti in, manages to connect. Q into the ulti on, nowhere to go, trying to get a bit more damage down, but Yike finding another one.
The ultimate and everything. Now, it's going to be a point where we have constant watch on those side lanes, as Umpty does go for a pick.
Chains into the ult. Yon here as well. Who are they going to give the kill to? The answer is APA. Happy to have a few extra stacks and a nice pick for TL. Good use of their composition.
And the reason they're kind of outnumbered there, Sejuani is up on top side, making the lane gank attempt onto Impact here. He was trying to play to Kana, obviously the very powerful Camille that they've built up already, but Impact's under tower and does not give them a target.
Full bot side control, but you can see a very different story in the match card lane economy. Snapshot, full gold leads for the top side. Bot lane still close. Targamas and Kalist, I think, benefiting from some of the top side successes. Now it's Vladdy in trouble. Arrow dashed away from clean from Vladdy. Pushed back as well. But now he's been locked up. Now he's been CC'd, and surely there's no way out, but he might take one with him. Vladdy manages to find the 1-for-1, and that's the cue for Kana to go all in onto Impact. A few extra autos. Impact trying to dash out to safety. The fight continuing on the bot side is Targamas and Yike trying to finish on Umpty as well. An extra ulti, locking up Core. In comes Kalist from the side, strutting his way down to the bottom lane just in time to try and find the kill. The donation there. TL in the extended play, getting everything taken away.
The whole map, Dracos, the whole map. KC takes over.
If there was still an ASO here, could have been good. And the fact that Core JJ and Umpty try to push out the wave as well as the bad news is not done.
Caught out on the side lane, just cannot match the 1-for-1 DPS. Yike isn't even needed, but he's happy to steal the kill, but now it's going to be Core who's in trouble. Pushed away, already forced to use the Aegis Assault. One more auto might lock him up. Sidestep comes in from Yon, but now he's being pushed back in the mid lane. Fights on multiple fronts. KC, complete dominance here as Umpty tries to get something back. Ulti there, they will kill Targamas, but they lose a lot on the bottom side. Yike not done, wanting to finish the kill, and Yike the flash in! Manages to connect with the W as well, and now the tower's going to fall. Umpty can't do anything.
I do appreciate the commitment of both KC and TL to make this game go by very quickly. As APA gets caught inside, Core comes in, unable to really get anything. As we're not done! We're TPing!
Action-packed!
Vladdy running, level 13, how much more time? Impact, can he turn this one back? Enough CC, but there's just too much to lock Impact down. Don't think he's going to be able to get out. APA trying to catch Vladdy on the bot lane, but it's the fight in the mid lane. The lockup is there. Kalist on a killing spree. Ulti, the sky's descending, but Vladdy will still make the 1-for-1 happen?
Vladdy's always good for one. That's what I've learned.
And I think the TL also very well know you got a shutdown, so like that's technically a net positive. But when you start to talk about plays, so it's not like they even had to get this lead.
Kana already has the 2 items, right, that
yep.
we were talking about. So Kana is the target, actually.
Lockdown there. Can't get the hookshot wall dive. The chain CC not quite perfect as the ulti comes in, but the knockback to the wall could be enough. Tack sweep, a lot of sustain, but Kana still running. Should just fall here. They're going to try to donate the kill to APA. Give him a few more stacks. Kana really nowhere to go. The hookshot, the wall dive will fall to the tower, and the kill will be given over to Umti.
Okay, in trade is going to be the Rift Herald on the other side.
Played in. Vladdy now chasing. Ulti there as well. Kliss coming in. Impact likely to fall. Might try to use Kliss as an escape route, but it's just not going to happen. Ruinous Atacon spawning, and they might just instantly transition to it on the top side from KC as APA is visible bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the impact on Bessa has not really been it. Right now, TL, they just need to make cross-map plays or try and make some cross-map plays, get some objective bounty shutdowns, because that Otacon is for sure gone. That is KC Otacon.
I think the good news is
they can't get the mid one, but they can just rotate down towards APA and try and get that objective bounty on bottom side.
Okay, what's the good news, Dracos? I'm very, because I'm looking for angles, finding none. So I'm very curious.
This is in terms of overall gold. Now can be even more aggressive on the playmaking, and clearly the call from KC is they want to end this game fast. Aggression on the top side, a little bit of lockup onto Impact, but happy to just grab this tier 2. Also have Grubs spawning in their favor, 4-2 the score there, and Kliss taking mid lane.
We're coming up on 10K.
I mean, TL need time, but they just do not have it. Ulti's going wide, maybe an opportunity for TL to try and punish. Ulti connecting on the top side from Yon, but Yon really can't get in range. This is not the lethality Varus. Ash needs time to dish out that damage. Sustained push still here. KC looking to close this one out fast. 22 minutes in, breaking open the base, cracking yet another tower. Baron not even up yet. And TL punish, find the overextend. No, the public execution going wide. That's disastrous for TL. Kana starting to back up. Yon starting to poke. Turn back in. Vladdy trying to make a play. Quick flashes out from the side of TL. Looking to punish Vladdy. Looking to get that shutdown. Vladdy going golden. That's Zhonya's gone. Impact locked up. The chain CC is there, but Kliss is untouched. Vladdy untouched. Trying to find the end to this game. KC biting back in game 2. TL left looking shell shock as the boys in blue strike back and bring us to match point.
And if they weren't as far behind, that might have been the Hail Mary play that extended the game, but they just didn't have the damage. Even though they found the back, Kana was literally 2-tapping.
Last year at MSI.
Yep.
Well earned. Oh, Spawn giving him, hype it up. Umti as well, trying to get the team into it.
Pocket consistently. It doesn't make sense that they want to try and play towards that, but that sustain of that Yuumi is a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah. Very frustrating. You already have the combat spell advantage for any Yuumi duo. Yon level 3 now alongside Core. Core burning through a lot of mana to make sure the health stays relatively close. Similar story for Karmine as now Kliss goes all in, and First Blood is there! Outclassed in the 2v2, the exhaust is here. Kliss finally a chance to fire back after 2 miserable laning phases, and he'll find it there. Core send packing, the W, the Ultra Shock Laser will not connect.
Doesn't look like you're gonna try and look for the steal.
Shock. Okay. That hurts.
He has smite available.
Have to smite that one. It feels bad.
Have to smite that.
But you have to get the free, right? Like it gets you defeat. You are also trading a dragon. Like you know that dragon is definitely going to be toast.
Going in, Charm connects, manages to dodge away. Yike now trying to follow. Wind becomes lightning plus flash available, but he won't use it. So Vladdy using his ultimate.
APA. Also, I think Umti otherwise gets the channel on the flash.
Vladdy.
I think the extension actually was what made the difference.
Flash out. Good from 4. Doesn't have good information. Culling now used. Flash over the wall committed onto Vladdy. Charm used, but extra movement speed about to come through. But they're going to finish that one. Another auto. Yon and Core finding the pick in mid lane.
Communication there from the TL side, but the
flash. Ulti in. Yuumi ult coming out as well. Yike trying to split. Core might go down, but Yon likely to keep his life. Bubble connecting as well. Core sprinting.
Slow.
I just don't think he's fast enough, but he does have the flash. Will walk away, so they burn a lot of resources, but ultimately they get what they came for. They get the kill onto Vladdy.
I don't know if that's worth it though. Yon not having the flash available is going to be big. We also had Core using his. That means that the potential now for Vladdy, who yes, he doesn't have flash, but he has his ult. It's so easy for him to gap close. And it's not even, we haven't seen Kana join any of these fights yet. So that could be huge as well. And as every time when we see a Nocturne, you're always going to talk about the first ulti. The first ulti was, frankly, not really working out. And I think with Nocturne in particular, if the enemy team knows you're in the area, it takes away so much as impact.
Impact all out onto Kana. Does not manage to connect on the Pathmaker though, so we'll just use that all to get a bit more space cleared away.
Okay, here we go. Yike coming down through mid lane, 2 for the 4v4.
APA here, Vladdy dashing forward. Charm is going to connect. Are they going to overcommit? Waiting for them to get out of the minefield. APA going to find himself locked up very quickly, but now Umpty goes to the backside. It's going to be Vladdy who's in trouble, dashing back to his team. Yumi coming in to try to seal the deal, but a bit more healing going back. And now it's Cliff who's going to flick back. A perfect flick going to keep things going. APA trying to finish the kill. Cliff's getting lower and lower. He's not powerful enough yet. The flash forward, the exhaust. Targamas is just a little cat. He can't do a damn thing. TL, take the exchange.
KC, they go over into the Nocturne ultimate. They can't see.
Now too far away as well.
They keep pinging that bottom side, which makes us think that, you know, they're setting up for this play, and they have the deep ward there that they saw. They actually saw it placed in the lane. Yike was up on top side, but Yike is now recalled, so there's not a lot of time for this to go off.
Mininar's a sleepy boy. He's not really going to have a good way. This one flashes now, trying to get a little bit tricky with it, but he goes all out. Umpty tanking the tower, but just a blinking health bar. Kana's still standing for a little bit too long. Third stack on the Hyper. Kana trying to run. Manages to get one back again. TL find the kill, but trade one in return.
If you go for that, Yon and Core need to be I do think that the Nocturne gives this comp a lot more longevity than it otherwise will because of how much more capability you have of finding flanks, right? If you do get on top of the backline, as strong as that Zeri Yumi combo is, I do think with how far behind Yike and Vladdy are, there's going to be a lot of burst damage lacking that otherwise might have been there. And Kana, his side lane pressure isn't going to be quite as scary, even though he will win both 1v1s pretty comfortably.
List, ulting, trying to clear the wave, does not want to concede mid lane tower. Yon hopping into the Herald to try and escape. Might look for the knock on List. Well, at the very least, get the crash as the ulti comes out in the meantime. The split, his impact is now going for the 2v2. Yike caught out, isolated. Wall coming in, Yike will fall even as the dragon dies. In favor of KC, a quick pick. Bit of a messy split exchange. Finding that composure crucially in game 3 as they needed to. And KC, while they do have that late game insurance option, a few too many picks going in the favor of TL. The play that they overforced on the bottom side of the river is what's making this game more difficult than it maybe initially had to be. Is Yon stepping up with the culling. Yike there to body block a few bullets, but a lot of healing already coming out from that Yumi.
Okay, Umpty trailing on bottom side as well. That Nocturne with the ultimate available.
Dash forward. Vladdy just trying to one-shot the wave, going away from tower. Power the Rune in second.
So hard as Lucian as well.
Bottom's
right?
got to go down, though.
You want to get this turret so badly, again, because I think that once KC start giving up map control, it's really hard to reach.
It's the Otacon.
Yeah, the bottom went down as well. Umpty was already like 50% done with the Otacon, so they're keeping up the pressure here on multiple fronts for Team Liquid.
I don't think KC are ready for this Otacon. Yike. Excellent start for TL. KC feel like they're winning this, but now they realize they've lost the Otacon.
Kana does have Mega and Flash.
15-second timer on the Mega once with Prox. Can just stop the backs, try to prevent him from going anywhere else.
Slow play it.
Kana.
Okay.
Crunch out to safety.
That's
Flash
a big win.
as well. Yeah.
Dragon's up, don't overchase though. Dragon is up at the moment, so everyone rotating down towards that.
They finally got it, by the way. After all the effort, mid lane turret has fallen. KC already chunked. I think you might want to just give this one up. Don't think you need to play too aggressive before the spike on your Zeri. 3 items not quite there yet. TL
kind of mini too.
Looking for the fight.
Nice flick over the wall means Vladdy's chunk before the fight even starts, but AP is not in a great position. Might be forced to use his ult. Could come down to the 50-50. Yike now going in, trying to lock up the Lucian. Nice disengage coming in from Core, and Yike's just about to get deleted. Yon now on a rampage. Instantly the backside devastated. Kana going Mega. Manages to lock 2 on the wall, but the interrupt, the unstoppable there. Now the exhaust going in. Bliss has to make the difference. Has to take down Yon, but he is not enough. Even with the cat mounted to his back, he manages to find one, tries to get another. Targamas demounted. TL taking everything.
Oh man, the chunks before the fight were so big for Team Liquid too. The Ari
the burst is still there, but I want to see that third item. We need IE on Kalist.
Tidal wave over the wall. Yike potentially caught out, forcing an early ultimate. Flick back hits, but not the damage to come through. Impact trying to push Yike back to the team. Yike still holding on for a brief moment. KC zoned off, pushed away, could not get any damage down, could not move through the minefield. Nice forward dash coming in from Vladdy to get away from the seismic shove. APA on point, but the dashes are there. Yon, nice backstep. Such a close fight, but TL just continues.
Hero play Orcalyst needs to go crazy, but he doesn't have IE just yet. That's such a big spike for the Zeri.
Pathmaker used. APA not going to connect on the flick.
Are they going to
commit? As he
commit?
has the minefield, will be big. 10K getting lower. They're not focusing their damage on the objective. It's going to take some time. Kliss starting to poke, starting to harass. The Baron doing a decent amount of damage back. They know no jungler's there. It's not a 50-50, but Vladdy goes in. Nice dash back. Coming through from Yon. Clutch in the moment. 4K, they're getting lower, though. They can't afford to stick around with Kliss right on top of them. They need to burst down the champion. Huge shot from APA. Up immediately goes in the exhaust. Out. Goes the Zeri, Yon low. Yikes there! Wall. Will not commit to the objective. 3 blinking health bars on the side of TL, but the range isn't there. The fall isn't there. He has flash, he has IE. He is still a threat that has to be respected, but there's a window here for TL as they take this third Drake to maybe look for a pick, to maybe force a fight before those summoners are back up. Game 3, despite a lackluster first ult, managed to bounce back in this game. The team coordination around these fights has been excellent. KC running out of ways to play the game. We talked about the one late game scaling option. It's starting to feel like their only option, but maybe APA has been caught out. Umpty coming in. Can they find the immediate solo kill? Crunch back out. But Yon's waiting over the wall. Kana likely to fall here. Weaver's wall coming out as well. Kana nowhere left to go. Tries to get the wall down, gets a bit of CC, gets a chunk, but there's no follow-up as Kliss just forced to walk away.
Again, you just really have to respect these Nocturne Global here.
It's kill, but thought maybe he'd get away. Instead, walks away empty-handed as TL, once again, starting the objective.
This is gone.
There's nothing that KC can do for this one. It's too far gone. Yike will be just in time to see it stolen or taken away. Outside pressure is there. Kana, without information on Umpty, just knows that he cannot walk forward. Will try to at least a bit. Dodges the initial seismic shove.
And this solves one of the biggest issues that we've seen this composition have for TL, which is their short range and their siege sucks, right? Like Lucian isn't that good at taking down turrets. Same for the Taliyah as Yon. He's far up. They're looking for a possible collapse here.
Ultra Shock Laser hits.
They're so fast.
Now the turn coming in. Where's he going? Start this fight. He thought he had the flank, but he was the one getting taken down. Yon now legendary. Impact TPing in just in time to eat the charm. Pathmaker not quite the right direction, but it just does not matter. That pick on top of the Baron is going to spell disaster. Kliss, the double kill! Instantly one-popped Yon. 4 items. Makes the Zeri disappear.
It had been a while since I really just loved a Lucian Nami this much, Dracos. It's beautiful!
We kept talking about the IE for Kalist, thereby completely ignoring the fact that Giannis is finished. Fortunately, he was awake as he pops what I think was the one small sliver of hope that was there for KC.
Running. The scaling was not enough. Zeri, not enough. TL might have faltered in the first few minutes, but they put their foot on the gas and they never stopped in this game 3. KC, one last desperate hold. TL don't want to get over eager. Yon taking his time, almost one popping Vladdy. He just does too much damage. Yike isolated once again. Umpty taking his time with the ult. They want KC to remember this moment. Kalist might be able to force a fight, but he cannot stop the Nexus from falling. TL take down KC.